I'm about to read the news.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Luba.
And it's me, Striker.
And long time no see. We're super happy to see you today again on our live video.
We've been sitting here for like 10 minutes worrying about the light. If our faces look good in this light, but it is what it is, unfortunately for me. So anyway, Luba, we should do an update on something while we wait.
On something, guys. Guess what? We are doing update. Let me do it a little bit louder. So update about the COVID. We don't want to really talk about that like a lot, but of course, if you're planning to come to Ukraine anytime soon, this is something that you're curious about, and just the general statistic, not about the regions and etc. So it's a 65,000 cases in Ukraine for the COVID, and 1,600 deaths. So like we will let you judge, like is it a lot or no, but it is what it is. So right now, like I'm in Odessa, and here is not, everything is kind of like very strange because people really want to enjoy summer. Like the main street is just absolutely stuffed with people. Like it's just like super busy. All the restaurants are super busy. Everything is full. But like when you go to the shop, they like jump on you and ask you like you can't enter if you don't have a mask. What's the like? There's already a science, learning about these masks, but still, if you're planning to come, one thing that you need to do is you need to have a mask, or you can buy it for 8 hryvnias in Ukraine.
I just actually went to the supermarket like half an hour ago, and it seems to go in waves. So it seems to be like it's like something is said like by the government. It's like you must wear the mask, and they'll put someone on the door that says, "Wait, like where's your mask?" And then everyone's wearing masks. And then over a period of about 2 weeks, when they take the person away, the percentage of people wearing masks seems to drop. So today, I reckon there was probably maybe 60 or 70% people wearing masks. So I guess people get relaxed.
By wearing the mask, it means that they wear it like here. So it's like. But you need to have it. You need to have it, and you need to have it. It's all I can say. Like, if you're coming.
Yeah.
Like guys, do you want or you following our videos before about entrance? Do you think that should we discuss how it is right now? Entrance to the country.
Yeah, okay. Well, so what we want to do today, guys, thank you all, Ian, Tony, Frank, Ian, Chris.
A lot of new guys. We have quite a few new subscribers. That is very, very nice. Thank you for your support. And so everybody who sees us for the first time live, we are super happy to see you here.
Yeah, I tell you what, I actually miss doing these live guys. I used to get a bit of a buzz out of it. I don't know why, but it was just interesting to everybody's coming to discuss with each other what's going on and stuff. So I actually miss them. So it's good to be back, and it's good to see everyone here. So what we want you guys to do, if you have got questions, please ask them. We get questions all the time via email and in the comments, and email's fine, but in the comments, sometimes I'll go back and I'll have to try and catch up on all the questions. But if you've got any questions, ask us about anything when it comes to dating, Ukraine, anything like that. We thought it'd be quite cool to do kind of like an update video where the whole thing with Heart Rocket is, and for you guys that followed me from the start, and then Luba as well when she came on, is it kind of came from a little seed and it just kind of sprouted. We never sat down and wrote a plan of what we were doing, and so it's always evolving, and now we have these other add-ons, I suppose, and we thought it'd be cool to do a video and talk to you guys, tell you guys about it. So basically the topic of the video is 2 things. One is questions that you've got for us that we can help you with, coming with traveling and all that sort of stuff to Ukraine, and also keeping you up to date with what we're doing, I suppose. So what's first on the list? Oh, so if you guys do have questions,
sorry?
No, I was going to say, so if you guys do have questions, then is Lana scamping David on 90 days? It's actually a little bit scripted, that show. I know a little bit about it from someone who knows David, so I could definitely tell you a few things. Okay,
just before you start, just let's go. First of all, there was guys who saying hello for new subscribers. We're super happy to see you. Really, my dream. It maybe sounds a bit silly, and of course, on YouTube, everybody has a lot of subscribers. But it would be
I'm just going to put it there. It's just...
So like it's gonna be so cool like to see all our subscribers, because like, you know, our subscribers is not just like random people who just like, it's just almost everybody we know, almost everybody we had either the coaching call or some email or something. So like we feel so close to you guys, and it's super like we're super happy that you are today on this video, and everybody who will watch it later. So thank you for that. There is a question about Milan.
I'm just going to write down the questions because I always lose them with this thing scrolling here. So I've just written Ian's one down, which says, well, Milan, do temporary residents need COVID insurance? Okay, let's answer these questions now. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah. So to the temporary residents, I mean, Milan, of course, you're special to us. Just contact us and I will help you with that. So yes, even like if I'm going to travel, I will have to have this insurance. You know, it's not a big deal, especially because like Milan, you speak fluent Russian and you're here in Ukraine, so it's easy. It's a little bit more difficult to arrange for the guys who are coming, but we are happy to help to our members with that. So yes, even for locals, it is you have to have this insurance. And nowadays, like when you travel in general, like all the countries, like all the borders requested the travel insurance before. And nowadays, at the beginning, it was just few companies who was doing the COVID insurance. Now they all of them just added that in their insurance policy. So the answer is yes. And about Lana, you know, we're struggling, like we're discussing with do we want to do a video about that? Because we know a lot and we know so much about that, and just in general, like, and we don't know, we struggle. Do we want to?
The reason that we don't do a video on Lana and David is because if we do a video on Lana and David and review it and say, you know, he shouldn't have done this, he shouldn't have gone to the risk, it means that we bought into the bullshit. So the show, like whenever anybody watches the show, they do this. They're like, oh my God, he's so fucking stupid. Like he's never even chatted with her. You're supposed to think that because that's what the show does. The truth of the matter is that he has chatted with her before. He does know who she is. Finding her is not a problem. All these things where he's sitting at the restaurant, it's all staged. They tell him what to say. I know somebody that knows him, so it's all staged. But by us doing a video saying like he's so fucking stupid, it means that we bought into the hype, and it's all about the hype. And the thing is with TMC, whatever it is, they want people to review it. They want people to share it. This is why this show is blown up, because everybody's reviewing it, saying how stupid he is. But it's all scripted. It's all.
You know, it's like a very good quality movie, I would say, because over the years of my experience, honestly, they produce it really well. Like everybody who was doing this show, this particular, like David and Lana, they know this industry a lot. And so David is a absolutely like complete, how would you call it? It's like a character that they pick little different things from different guys. Because when I was watching the show, I absolutely can tell that I've seen little pieces of all the clients with whom I've been working, especially with the guys who are coming for the first time. Honestly, like this little like silly stuff at the restaurant, expecting message, coming by train, waiting at the train station. I mean, it's all real. Like, I mean, the story may be fake, but everything that happened is just good to show to the guys how you should act.
Yeah, it's cliched. The whole thing is just a fully cliched Ukrainian scammer, like letter writing scam. So they play into it to make everybody react to it. That's basically how it kind of runs. And I don't know how she sort of plays into it. But he reckons it's ruined his life. But he still signed up for a second season. So I guess the money must have been pretty good, I suppose. But he's been coming here for like 7-8 years. He's not a stranger to these scams. He's been doing it for years. They make it look like he's letter writing for years. He reckons he's only spent about $1,000 or whatever on letter writing. So don't buy into it. Anyway, that's enough of that shit.
Okay, prediction. We're gonna talk about that. I want to.
I'll come back to that one because that's actually a really good question, and I was actually going to make a video about it at the start of the year, and I didn't because I don't know.
Okay, let's quickly go because there's a couple of questions. I will just quickly answer you as well, and then we start. So here, Michael Looney asking about update on Russian language. Please, Michael, if you're still watching this video, we're gonna talk about this. Yes, there are updates. Russian, of course, will be ready for you very soon. Just wait a little bit. On this video, we're gonna talk about this. If I go to Ukraine, do I do I have to self quarantine? So watch our previous video, Chris, please. The thing is that you have to, if you don't do a test. If you do a test and you tested negative, then you don't have to self quarantine. You are free to go as soon as you got negative test on the special app on the phone. If you want to know more about that, just like our previous videos cover that, it's kind of going to take a long time to explain, or give us a call and I will tell you all about that. Let's go. You invited to the nightclub and I'm not. Michael. Okay. When they go over, you both meet. Doug, okay.
Okay. Okay. All right. So we'll come back to this. Yeah. Okay. Cool. The show is garbage.
Yeah. Let's talk about.
Okay. All right. Go, Luba. So we'll talk about some of the stuff that we do, just to clarify, because we get a lot of emails where people are like really confused, and in our mind, we put out videos and people should understand, we think that they should understand what we're saying because we try and make it quite clear, but sometimes they're not. And some of the requests are quite unusual. But Luba, go.
No, you go. I read the comments. We're going to talk a little bit about.
I was reading the comments. Anyway. Okay, so the first thing we put on this list here was like our coaching calls. People ask us what are the coaching calls for? And it can be a coaching call, it can be a strategy call. It's basically to get to know you a little bit better, because I used to get these emails that were like big emails of like, I'm this, what should I do? You know, or the email will be something like one line, where do I find a beautiful Ukrainian woman? Okay, so how do you respond to that? So we did these calls. And the questions that Luba asked, like whenever the call starts, I always start just talking about, hey, what are you up to? Like, how's things going? And Luba sits there quietly for a few minutes. And then she sort of pipes up and she says, right, tell me, do you have any children? And she goes through her checklist of things to get to know the guy, give him like a plan of action to put in place. He doesn't have to use Heart Rocket at all. And we tell him that from the start, that, we have a solution that may work, but you don't have to take it. You can definitely use this other strategy here, and we'll put something else in place that you can go and do. So that's sort of like the strategy one. But then we've had calls from guys that have been in relationships. We've had calls from guys that have been leader writing for years. And some of these calls, I think Luke will agree, like they do get pretty intense because, and we didn't sort of realize it at the start, but some of the calls, we actually break the guy up with his girlfriend that he's letter writing to. And I remember the first time it happened, it was like 5 months ago or something like that, sort of when we first started. And I can be pretty straight up, and Luba's pretty straight up too. So if we see something that's not right, we sort of take a direct approach and we say, look, this is what's happening, this is how it works. Luba used to work for this company, blah, 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 blah. And the guy kind of teared up a little bit. He welled up with what was happening. And I sort of had to back off, and Luba messaged me and she said, like slow down or something like that, or don't be so direct. But my approach is like, it's bullshit. Let's do something that's going to be more productive. So we sort of, after that, we talked about it and we said, we're actually ending not a real relationship, but a fake relationship. The man's going through the same emotions that he would if a girlfriend said, hey, I don't want to be with you anymore. So we take a sort of a different approach. So and that was just coming through, talking through, going through these, going through this, I guess, these situations with some of these guys. And so now we tell them the truth. We say we'll do our best to try and help you. We'll try and track down this this lady. And if we've got her first name and last name, we can find out anything about her. Like we've got contacts that can find out family, criminal history, anything like that. So we can try and track her down, but we know that there's a good chance it's not going to happen. And then we say, right, now let's put you on a path where you can actually meet some legitimate ladies. None of this letter writing stuff. So it's about coming up with a plan that's suited to that guy. And we've mentioned it before in a recent video that we've even had 2 now out of, I don't know how many coaching calls we've had now, probably 130 coaching calls with guys that paid us to get our real opinion and put the plan in place for them. So we, that's basically what we do. So that's what the coaching call is for. The coaching call is not for someone to contact us and say, just tell me some agency so I can just go there and do my thing. We don't do that, and we're quite open about that. And the reason is because we have agencies that we work for, and we have a deal with those agencies where we say the guys that are coming there, you can't scam them. They come through us. They've done a course. They understand everything. You don't need to handhold them. So if we were just to like point them at the agencies and it turned into like a problem, or the guy ends up getting scammed, and you might be thinking, well, how can the guy get scammed if you're using legitimate agencies? So this is something that we've talked about before. Every agency has the draw card girl. Every agency has the fixer. The fixer is the girl that will go out with you guy and get paid or whatever. All agencies have this. We have to assume that all agencies have this. The deal that we have with the agencies is that they do not give our guys the fixer, the draw card girl, the pro data, the non-serious girl. Otherwise, the guys are going to come back. They're going to put it in Heart Rocket in their account and blast this agency in. So that's why we don't say just go to them, because you'll get scammed. You'll blast us on TripAdvisor or something and say we told you to go to an agency, we got scammed. If you come through us, we'll look after you and we'll make sure that won't happen. So coaching calls are not for us to tell you which agency we use or the best agency, because we're not going to risk.
And another thing about coaching calls is that, like I understand that not everybody, like maybe from the first point of time, like that somebody not see a value in that. And it's not because like I tried to exaggerate things, but Striker will not let me lie. There was no single guy who say, fuck, why did I, sorry, why did I call them? Like, why did I do that? Or why, like, you guys, like everybody was like sometimes we understand that we give too much information on a call. Even we not tell you about like which agency to use or not to use, because honestly, it's not the main point here. We want you to be safe. We want you to be educated. So like you're going to tell like our motto now, our quote, like we're coming now from. So it's not about that, but everybody's seeing the value because you can ask the questions and I can see you and I can help you when I understand who you are. We get a lot of emails where the guys, I understand they don't want to pay for the call and they ask a lot of questions in email and they think that we will answer them and they're good to go. But it doesn't work like that. We're not trying to rip you off or anything, but like it's our work, like it's my main job right now. So like I need to make living, but these calls, I understand that it's important to have a prior your arrival because we can help you with place to go, city to choose, what should you avoid, and also the biggest what I see, of course, is when the guy telling that he's doing like he did letter writing and then he never seen the lady. There was no video chat. She said that she's not available, and that's all. I mean, of course, we can tell him. Usually, the guys see it like that, like we see that they're very down, like we see that we upset them, but we understand that we have no other choice because we want to tell them the truth. Because I will tell you one example. Striker doesn't know about that, by the way. I have one lady in Odessa that is doing a very big like flower delivery service all over Ukraine. And I was sitting there and she said, I'm sorry, like there's the guy, like he really wanted to order something and I want to take this order. So just wait a second. So we was in between a conversation and she said like, he can't give me information for this duel and et cetera, et cetera. And I said, okay. And then she's the one who had an agency a long time ago. She's an older lady. She had an agency. She probably stopped her agency when I come to this industry because she'd been like married to American guy, but it doesn't matter. So the point is that she said, the guy was like saying, oh, I only have your email address. Like he only have the email address for the girl for the delivery. And for the delivery, she needs a phone number. And like, it was funny that we didn't even agree to discuss that. But both, like she was typing, I was sitting on my phone, and then we both like look at each other and like scam, like a everyday thing. Because of course, like if the lady doesn't want to give you your phone number or you talk to her like within the email, then it's like something to think about, right, Striker?
Yeah. Every call is different, and we really have no idea how it's going to go. Like we get them to fill out a little bit of information and send a photo, and if they've used any dating agencies. But man, sometimes we've got no idea. And some of them are quite like emotional. Like we hear about like their past history, like widowed. So some of them are pretty intense, and we always try and like put them on the right path. But as we mentioned in another video before, like if we don't think it's right for them, or if we think that another agency is trying to scam them, and we don't believe that they should go. Like one guy had serious health problems, and we told him, like, just don't go. Just don't pay anyone. Don't pay us. Don't pay anyone. The Monk, we've come a long way. We need a test and a SIM card, insurance into Ukraine. Can you help us with all of those issues as part of Heart Rocket? Yes, we can. When it comes to the test, you're going to be doing that like before you leave the part of the airport. SIM card, we did a video about how you can get like an eSIM, so you don't need the SIM card. And insurances, if you are part of Heart Rocket, we do insurances for free. We've organised that through her old sort of career, I suppose, where she was working in the travel industry. So she's got contacts there. So if you are with us and you are coming over, don't have to worry about insurance. We will sort that out for you. Good question.
There's a question from Matt, and I don't really understand. How good is your coverage in Kyiv? What does it mean?
Coverage. How good is your coverage? It must mean data coverage, like internet.
I don't know. Matt, if you can just explain what you mean. Before that, Michael asked, like, can you guys open a service like gifts? You know, we had a call with one guy, and actually he wanted to order a gift, and he was thinking about how to ship it to Ukraine. There's a lot of different services, and everything delivered. So, like, we're probably not going to open this kind of service, but we definitely can help you, because he wanted to get a nice, like, he was asking me what would be the best nice gift for his girlfriend, and she's in Russia, so like even like without Ukraine. On Instagram I helped him to find a shop, and it was a leather nice bag that is not like Gucci or anything, but it was reasonable price but very nice, and I ordered it, they delivered, he paid with his card, so it's not a big deal, like everything is possible. But definitely I would not recommend to send you any posts any packages from US, because I just got one, like the guy sent it, like I just ordered something, and like on his address, and asked him to ship it because he was going to come, and he sent it 3rd of June, and I got it last week. So it took more than a month to get it to Ukraine. So just you know. So if you need any help on that question, we also can help you.
Can you get hydrochloroquine? What's it called? I've lost it now. Where is it? I know what you're talking about though. I forget how it's said. Hydrochloroquine, I think it is. Can you get it over the counter in Ukraine? We actually looked for this, didn't we, when we heard that this may be a possible therapy for the COVID-19. Remember, you went and looked for it, and it was sold out or something.
Yeah, the medication that was asked, like one medication is easy to get, this antibiotic, and the second one, when I called, it was not available, but I'm sure that, I can't be sure, I don't know, I would say honest.
Yeah, I wouldn't be buying anything that's going to save your life over the counter. In Ukraine, they do have some.
We should go through the questions a little bit later.
Yeah,
DHL, like honestly, it's possible, but DHL is extremely expensive. I mean, if there's something that you really want, like exactly like maybe you want to send your love note that is like with your cologne, definitely you have to send it on on DHL, but it's very expensive. I mean, if it is something that you're looking for, yes, it takes like only a few days, and you can do it.
Price of the call is $65, and both Lou and I jump on that call together. So it's not like a lot of money compared to like like a coaching call or something like that. But what it does is it weeds out people who are just wanting to chat, basically. Okay. I see Striker appears in a match guarantee in the latest video. Yes, I've hit Joe up about that video. He's not really supposed to be using that. I wasn't that happy about that.
Guys, like if you can message and say like Striker is not declined of match guarantee, and like this is ridiculous and hilarious attitude.
He has actually removed it now. I've explained why I don't want my video being used on there, and he apparently has removed it. So that's that done. So, but I just want to put it clear. I don't endorse any of the companies that I have ever been to. Okay, for various reasons. We don't talk about what companies I've been to and exactly what went wrong at any specific company, but just I do not endorse any company that I have been to.
And we really ask you, like, if you seen us, I've been appearing a lot on other company, so like know that we're not working on any of these companies. We're not like promoting them, and we're not trying to do anything bad to each other. But if you see the video with us somewhere there, please send us a link.
Well, yeah, the thing is like, I mean, like we haven't really tried to do it. It's just that we like to think that we're honest, we tell the truth, we don't give a shit if the truth hurts a few people, but at least it's going to help some people. in an industry that's rife with scamming and just complete bullshit. And people like, you know, the company Luby, they try to ride those coattails, and really I just don't think they're doing themselves any favour, to be honest. But anyway, okay, so next one on the list, number 2. There's so with the coaching calls, we also have Heart Rocket, which is our full system, which is the thing that took us like a long time to build. And for you guys that are new, that don't sort of know how it progressed, it was an evolution of like trying to come up with a way away from all of this letter writing, this scamming, this group tours, which have like, I'm not going to say 0% success rate, but very low success rates, very low. So they're just money-making machines, and we wanted to create something that was a little bit more honest. We knew we wouldn't make much money compared to like all these other companies, but at least it would be honest, and we'd be able to like sleep at night. So that's what Heart Rocket was. It was a course to teach you everything about what I learned going through, I was about to say the names in, through some of these companies, and what I experienced and how it could have been avoided, and how now it wouldn't happen to me. Luba working for these companies, these large companies, and seeing what goes on and how to decipher it and give you guys the information, and so you guys can understand it, and then support you all the way through it. Luba came up with an acronym the other day. It was very good. It was ERS. I was like, wow, what is the ERS, Luba? She said, what is it? What is the ERS?
ERS, it's education, resources, and support.
Oh, it's so good. So I thought it was like some sort of like medical problem, but it's not. So yeah, so that's basically what it was. It was to support you guys through it, and to give you the resources of legitimate agencies that we at least have some, I won't say authority, but they have a respect for Luba. So if when a client does a Skype call with some of them, they'll ring Luba after. Luba, how did everything go? Like if they don't go with that agency, they'll ring Luba. Luba, what did we do? What was different? What could we have done different? And we're helping them with like their website, with their marketing and stuff like that. So we're sort of forming this like little, I guess kind of like a little network, I suppose. But you are dealing with them. And I explained it in another video about the curtain. Go back and watch it. It's about how these big dogs, these big agencies, they hide behind this curtain to pretend that they have the ladies from the small agency, which makes the small agencies not be responsible for their ladies or even their own actions, because they don't have to be, because there's no name on it. We put that ownership onto them, and if they are the ones that are going to fuck it up, then it's their name that's going to get blasted on the internet or through our guys in our community in Heart Rocket, and they will lose clients and they will lose money. So at the moment, these small agencies find it very hard to get clients only through the big dogs, which they don't want to do. So what we're doing is like we're giving them the power to say, look, be good, have legitimate ladies for our guys, don't scam our guys, don't do anything like that, and we'll help you. So in their eyes, we're like the light at the end. I won't say the light at the end of the tunnel, but we're like a shining light, I suppose, that's going to help them to bring legitimate guys to meet their legitimate ladies. And that's how we designed Heart Rocket, instead of just trying to say, hey, come to us, we've got legitimate ladies, give us 10 and you can meet them. So our model is not a dating agency. Our model is ERS, or as we like to call it, is.
Okay, guys, I put all the questions. I try to have it here, so we will answer them at the end. So please stay tuned. I will answer all about the Belarus, about the test from outside of Ukraine. One thing I want to mention right now that is piss me off right now, that Match Guarantee said to ignore and delete the app. Guys, if you are like D at home, like when you come and
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, there's a comment that like it's the app when you enter.
But we need to verify that before we get pissed off, because maybe it's a mistake, or maybe he didn't. Maybe not that he didn't say, but maybe we should check it.
Okay, I want to say that you're coming to the country that for you has like no rules, corrupted and etc. has bad roads, but it is a country that has their rights. And you as a Western person don't want to be in trouble with the government, no matter what. And, if you are acting and doing something that is like, it would be different if I do that I would try not to ever obey the law. But if I do that, or they do it, or you do it as a Western man, it's very different. And I would not try to, be not fair to the law. If they put the law, yes, unfortunately, the situation at the airport is kind of messy. Like there was no tag, and there's a tag, there's no SIM card. Of course, like it would be so much better if they would just, the company, like, and I think that they would make a lot of money if the company will just give everybody SIM cards for free, and then people will need to charge, and make it. Of course, I don't know why they don't do it. I honestly don't know. But please, and I heard it from another guy as well, that he said, I just deleted the app because another company told him that. Please, guys, don't delete the app. You have, like, don't try to do anything, because when you're gonna leave Ukraine, if you meet a lady, you can have a, like, you may not, but you may have a troubles, you may have a problems, and then when you will want to come back to Ukraine, like, they're going to be fine waiting for you or something like that. So it's pretty easy. The system is not that difficult. You come, you do a test in one day, like while you have the jet lag and etc. You're getting out of the app and you're good to go. It's not that, it's not that bad, right?
I think I saw one video where there was a woman, and she couldn't. I think she was actually Ukrainian. I can't remember. She got the app. She went away. She did the test. It came back positive. And I've actually read another article somebody wrote about this. And it doesn't delete them. It doesn't delete them from the app, and the app keeps on asking them to take a selfie, and they're like, "Well, it's come back negative." So I don't know. It's like nobody. Here's the thing: nobody can give you any advice on this. You're going to have to fucking wing it. You're going to have to come over here. You'll get in the country. But whatever happens, you're not going to, like, nothing really bad is going to happen. Think about it. If they can't organise to get somebody off the list, if they can't organise a SIM card there, it's not going to be that bad. You're going to get in, and maybe there's a bit of mucking about or whatever and thing. But whatever the rules are, stick to the rules. Because if you disobey the rules and they point out you were supposed to do this, it can be used as an excuse for trouble. So don't do something that you don't, you're not supposed to do. Is probably the best way.
I just, like, it's not that hard to follow the law. Okay, go ahead. Thank you, like, guys. I'm so happy that there's so many of you, and thank you for everybody who comment. Tom, hello. Thank you.
Okay. So that was Heart Rocket. So basically, yeah. Then we support you all the way through it, all the way to the end. The end
but the guy is saying that Hard Rock is basically concierge service. I disagree, Striker.
I disagree too. I disagree strongly. So, okay, so I guess
we need to explain why we're not just concierge.
Yeah. So part of it is probably you could be could be classed as a concierge service, because if you do go with the virtual wing woman, Luba will help you with booking a hotel if you get stuck, lost luggage, booking restaurants, helping with translations, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that part is sort of a concierge service, but the dating part is not that. So the dating part is dealing with the agencies, making sure everything is okay. So there's that access to, let's say access to those agencies, but knowing that you're using agencies that we consider to be the best option, and then having support through that as well. You're not going to get that through a concierge service. And also, like, if you are having problems when you come back with a lady that you're dating, there's some cultural differences. It's about helping you through that as well. So concierge, there is part of that as well, but you're never going to get anything. Like if you were going to be going over there just to travel around and go to a hotel and get a car to take you to another part of town, to the markets, whatever, for sure, concierge service is going to help you. But if you're doing it to be dating, where there's just so many other levels other than just arriving at a place at a certain time, then you really need to understand a bit more. And the course in itself, it's 80% of it. Like, once you understand what's in this course, you'll be good. You'll understand a lot about mentality, avoiding the scammers, knowing which path to take for yourself. So it's nothing like concierge service, to be honest, the more that I sort of think about it, but helping you get around, for sure, we do offer that as well. It's part of the package.
Okay. Yeah, confirm. And also, it's about our experience. I did hear, like, if Striker mentioned that it's our experience, because Striker said before about the interpreter, right? That you can use interpreter. A lot of guys say, but I found in Kiev like interpreter for $5, for $7, for $12, and there's the interpreter that is like $20. You know, you need to understand that the person needs to understand the industry, because it's not just translating for you when you go like to the grocery shop. It's different. It's very, very, like, it's part of like psychological work as well. And because you're looking for life partner, it's important to make everything professional. It shouldn't be done like just, you know, by somehow, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay. Next. I keep track of the questions, but I will tell you later.
Okay. So the next one is something that Luba was so this is what Heart Rocket is, right? Heart Rocket, we didn't come up with some brilliant idea and then hope that people would like gravitate towards this idea and think, oh wow, I've never thought about that. I believe I need this, right? So it was born out of failure, of so many people failing. It was like these are the problems. Like, why does nobody fix these problems? And the reason they don't is because they make a lot more money by not fixing these problems and just putting money into their pocket. So for us, it wasn't really that hard. Like, I'd been to a few of these companies. Luba's worked for many of these companies. It actually wasn't that hard to go. In fact, we used to have conversations before we were even thinking about doing anything like this. It was like, why don't they just do this? How hard is it for them to do this? Why do they have to? Why do they do this? Even I did one of my reviews. I think it was my first ever video. I did maybe my second. I reviewed one of these romance tour companies, and I gave like, why don't they do this? Why don't they do this? Why don't they do this? And like the owner of that company, he wasn't happy with the video at all. But he did even message me like a year or two later when we sort of like chatting about something else, not on good terms. But he said that, you know, I did listen to what you said and I did implement one of those things, which was to have a midweek meeting with the guys to see how they're enjoying the tour. From what I've heard, it's actually bullshit, and he doesn't do that at all. But there are these little things that I used to look at and go, why don't they just do this? Why is that not included? Why? So really, for us, it was just like, let's just do all of those things and just make it like easier for the guys. It's not exactly that hard to come up with. But I guess it was my experience and Luba's experience that was the ingredients for that cake, I suppose. So yes.
So I come with the idea of what?
Oh yeah, sorry, I got carried away, didn't I? So one of those problems is that we say, you know, learn some language, and like it's so hard to like, what do I learn? Where do I start? Do I start with this or this? So Luba basically wrote we say it's a course, but it's basically about, I don't know, it's like 100 words or 100 words and phrases that are written in a way for any mere Westerner to understand. So we just recently added that to mission support, which is your account inside Heart Rocket. So that's available for those guys that are in mission support as well. For you to learn these words, learn them before you come. You'll impress the lady. Say something, nice to her, or order the English menu yourself, or ask if she wants another drink, or tell her she looks nice, or how to say hi, politeness, and all these things. Just throw those things out there just randomly. Tell her you don't know Russian, and then throw those things out there. Believe me when I tell you, she will melt.
So what is the condition of that, how we do it? So all the guys who are part of Heart Rocket, they get it for free. It's already available, so guys just go on the mission support. For the guys who are not members of Heart Rocket, what we decide with, like, we're going to put the video about that as well.
Yeah, we've actually got a video for it. We just haven't put it up yet. So we kind of decided while we were making the video. So we decided that we're going to make it also available for guys that are not part of Heart Rocket for a price. And that price is up to you what you want to pay for it. So we decided just if you want to do a donation. I don't know if any of you guys have ever noticed before, but we do not have ads on our YouTube channel because I fucking hate ads. When I'm watching something and someone pops up and says something, it's really annoying. I'd rather just absorb the information that I want to listen to and learn and then move on, because so many times you click off. So we don't monetize our channel at all. We can. Whenever I upload a video, I turn it off. So if you guys do want to learn what Luba has been working on. She's worked really hard on it. You can definitely donate whatever it is that you want. Yeah, and she likes dresses.
It's a surprise. So I want to say a little bit about the course, because I understand, like, over the years I've seen the reaction of the lady on a date when the guy say "спасибо" or like "thank you," or they say something like "I like it, мне нравится," or something like that. I've seen that it's at the beginning when you have a date, and Striker spoke about like coconuts and peaches. If you heard about that, it's like that Ukrainian people can be coconut, like they're kind of hard and cold. And so if you say something in Russian, honestly, this wall, these eyes, this whatever gonna go away immediately, because the lady's like, no matter what you say in Russian, even if you make mistake, if you say it with not the right pronunciation, it's just extremely sexy. And like, honestly, like the lady's like, oh, she melt, like she really melt. It's like, for her, it's something that even if you give her compliment in English that you looks like really you looks good, it would not have the same effect if you say something in Russian. So the way the course is, like, it's not a course, it's just like phrases that I want you to learn, because I know when a lot of guys, when they start, they contact us and say, Striker, which app do you use? Like, do you use this or that? Like, which book I should go? Like, Rosetta Stone, this or that? Like, what should I do? I know it's very hard to start, and the Russian language is very difficult according to how you should say, like, how you should, like, it's very difficult. So what I did is that I record my voice about how you should say, and I make the transliteration, like how you should say that. So I will give little example and we move on, because we're going to do the video on that like pretty soon. So for example, the word good, right? Who knows how will be good? You can put it in the comments. So it will be хорошо. So the way it's spelled, хорошо, хорошо, with all O's. But the way we say it, it's хорошо, хорошо. So it's going to be much easier for you to learn without struggling, this little course that I made, and it will help you on a date. It will help you with the numbers, colors a little bit. It will give you compliments. It will help you with the ordering stuff. I will give you information about some foods. And also what is good is that a lot of English words are actually the same. So I'm going to tell you which words are the same, and you will feel almost like a fluent. So if it is something that you're interested in, please send us email and like just wait for the video for a few days. Okay, what else, Striker?
Okay, I think in what Luba was saying as well, like I knew a few key phrases and I would just randomly say them on a date, and she's like, oh, he does know Russian. But really, I just knew like 2 phrases. They were just very convenient.
Some words are very, you can say without any accent. And recently I called Striker and I said, let's go there. And he just tell me, с кем. So it means with whom. But he's like, с кем? It was like he spoke like fully. And for a second I was like, oops. Like, is he speaking like already fluent, because he keeping like secret how much he actually speak. And I know he's very good. But anyway, like he say, like he played like so.
The person that taught me that? It was someone in here. He was the one that taught me that.
But it was so good because it's so easy. Like everybody can say с кем, like with whom, с кем. And it was like the rest was in English, but this was like, it's cool.
You're saying scam. Like a scammer.
Yes, exactly. That's what I remember.
Asking me if you were a scammer and you thought I was saying with who. These things, these misinterpretations happen sometimes. Anyway, so that was the language. So we wanted to teach you guys that, and hopefully you can learn some and you can, make your way around a little bit. The next one that Luba's come up with so many good ideas lately. It's like every morning I look at my phone and there's like another 2 ideas that she's come up with. She's firing all these ideas, and then I'm like, okay, I haven't even started like the one that we agreed to do like 3 months ago. So the next one was style. You can explain that, because I still don't even know what it is to this day.
Style? You don't know what to style with? We just went shopping.
I know what it is, but no one's gonna. I'm not gonna do it justice.
Okay. About the style, basically, we did a video a couple of days ago, just about the style. If you want to, you can just watch it. There is like, I explain it more. But basically what I see is that like all my ideas that I come with, it's not, they're not coming out of the making money. I would put it this way. They are coming on what guys needs, like how can we help them with, and with what we need to help them. Why are you laughing?
I'm just say yellow blue bus. It's
yellow blue bus. Yes, yellow blue bus.
That's all you need to know.
It's all you need to know. Yes. So guys are coming to Ukraine, and a lot of guys who are calling us, they say, Luba, can you tell me what should I bring from clothes? Like because everybody speak, like every company made a video about what should you not wear, but nobody did like what actually should they wear. Okay, guys from the West understand that they shouldn't come with their like cowboy shoes, but nobody tells them what else they need to wear. Everybody tell them that like don't wear the t-shirts like oversized with the prints, but the guys say, okay, what should I wear if it is all I have? So we come with idea. I met extremely lovely lady, like I think since we announced, like we already have like 2 guys who did it, like she speaks fluent English. She has relatives in Texas and she's traveling back and forth. So she lived 6 months in Ukraine, 6 months in America. She knows better than anybody else how the guys in US looks like and what is attractive for a Ukrainian lady. So she's gonna help you a lot with we call it like wardrobe analysis, is that while you're doing the video call, you will prepare everything that you're planning to take to Ukraine, and she will tell you, okay, you will show, for example, the t-shirt, and she will say big no, and she will explain why. It's not going to be just like, yes, this not. No, she will explain why. You show her shoes, you show her this. I've been present on a couple of calls, and I watched her. So we did like 2 testing ones before we start, and like with the 2 actual and two ones like recently. So and she tell you what to take and what to not. She also give you advice on like how should you look, like what should you not buy ever, even for you, for your work. Like you don't have to worry just about Ukraine because you have your everyday life as well. So she will tell you and help you with what should you buy for yourself in general, which color is absolutely not matching you and your face and like your skin color and etc. Because like I know that a lot of guys like black, but a lot of guys looks much older in black, so you shouldn't. So basically it's all about the style, it's all about this. I don't want to stop a lot about that, but I understand that this service is going to be useful for you. Again, if it is something that you want to know and want to try, please, you're welcome also to contact Striker.
I think it's a good, I mean, like every guy is unsure. Like it's easy for people to say, oh, if you can't, you know, like you must have a dress well. Yeah, but we're talking about like a different culture, a different fashion. Like maybe the way you dress back home is fine. Over here, you look like in fact, we had one guy that come over and he was dressing very smart in his country town back home in USA, and here he might as well have worn an American flag cape from what he was wearing. So you can't wear that shit out. You're just like a foreigner, like a Westerner, like too much, you know. It's too much. I kind of blend in and look stylish. That's pretty much it. So you just use this person to, stylish, I should say, this to come up with a way to use the clothes you've got already, or maybe buy a few other things. So I know when I came over here, I was like, what do I wear? Am I going to look stupid or whatever? Like, you know. And even now, I still struggle a little bit, and I've got to ask Luba, can I wear these shoes? And she'll say, no, they're winter shoes and it's summer.
But it's, I even make them buy like 12 pairs, and they all have stickers. I put the stickers on the shoes to say that this is...
This is the thing you got to remember. Actually, I should put that on that list of things you got to do. Shoes, remember this.
You need to change them from July to August, remember?
Yeah, so like in New Zealand, like you can wear the same shoes to go out all year round. And you can. The other day I was talking to Luba and she was saying, well, you know, you need these shoes by January, and then when it gets to March, you need these ones. So I thought, I'm just going to buy a pair of 12 pairs of shoes and put a sticker on the sole that says January, February, March, April, whatever. So yeah, so just remember. And it was someone that you knew that noticed that a guy from America come over, looked at his shoes and said, why is he wearing like autumn shoes in summer? Right? It was like, what? So
and like have a very, definitely, I want to make sure here that everybody understands. Me personally, I never judge. It's definitely up to you. Maybe your feet are cold. I don't know. But like, and you want to wear like warm socks. I don't know. But I'm just giving, I think it's important to give you a recommendation of how to be on a place, like how to be, how to say that, how to not feel awkward. Is it right to say how to, because a lot of guys, when they come to Ukraine, no matter like how successful you are back home, you can be a little bit shy and shocked because of Ukrainian people. And some people are super friendly, like some old ladies, like in the shop, she will give you a vodka, and then she will be, and some of them would be very cold. And I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. That's all I want to say. I want you to feel comfortable, confident, and be on the date not thinking like, oh my god, like is she judging me? Because she will judge. I mean, it's not a bad judge, but it's like you also look at the lady and you think, like I heard it all the time from the guys, so like no comments on that. Like the guy said, why did she wear that? Or like, why? Or wow, like you judge her clothes. You want to see something nice. You want to see that. Same about the ladies. Right.
Yeah, fully. Yep. 100% agree. Okay, next one. Travel and insurance. So did we say this before? I can't remember if we said this in that one there, but we help like the guys that are coming over that are traveling, like if they need an airport pickup or anything like that. I think we did say that with the SIM card, insurance. If you're with Heart Rocket, Luba will sort it out for you. The other one I've got here is medical. Now, medical tourism in Ukraine is huge. And if you do need stuff done, I mean, I'm not saying like a heart replacement or something like that. We're not going to facilitate that while you're dating. But when it comes to medical tourism, one thing that I did, I don't know, when was it, like 4 months ago, is I have to get a blood test every like 6 months because I've got this thyroid thing that flares up sometimes. And so here you can go and get a blood test, and it's really random the way it is. It's like there's like blood test clinics everywhere. It's kind of like 7-Elevens. And you go and get the blood test, and then like in a couple of days, but they test for everything. So they test like, I don't know, it was like 100 different things or something crazy like that. And that was like, what did that cost? It was like $80 or something, $70, something. It was cheap.
Cheaper, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe let's just say it's $50.
Hormones are the most expensive anywhere, I think, but definitely like the lady with whom we did the video before with your husband, she needed an ultrasound, and she said that the ultrasound she paid like $350 in US, and here it costs like 200 hryvnias, 300 hryvnias. So the thing that Striker is trying to say that if you have any medical thing that you want to do, like you want to check, you want to fix your teeth, and it's not just about teeth.
I'm not even saying if you think you need something. What I'm saying is like just get it done. If it's like, let's just say it costs $100. I know it doesn't cost that. It's probably 3/4 that. Just go and get it done, and they'll pick up everything. Like the test is so comprehensive. If you were to go get that test back home, maybe insurance covers it. I don't know, whatever. But if it's something that you need to just get checked up, get fixed or whatever, we try and make coming over to Ukraine not just about dating. We've said it in many videos before, and I'm very passionate about it. I know Luba is as well. There's so much other stuff that you can do that when you go back home, let's say, for example, it doesn't work out with the lady that you were dating, you change your mind, she changes her mind, you can go, well, I got this done, I got my medical checkup that I need to get done every 10 years or whatever it is. I got all of these things done on that trip there. So, but also like if you're getting like a medical checkup done, like, you know, you never know what they're going to pick up, you know, and it's better that they pick it up now so that you can like deal with it rather than later, you know, when you're maybe dealing with a K1 visa or something like that and it's a little bit difficult to do. So always jump on that shit pretty fast. But the other thing that is pretty cool is like if you want to get dentistry done, and maybe you guys have noticed my teeth or not. Okay, that's fine too.
So
but anyway,
notice the difference, please.
Wow, it's pretty good. I actually did a video today when I was walking through the park. But I don't know if you guys saw my video where I paid $200 to Dr. Nick Riviera from The Simpsons to fix my tooth. And normally,
is it 200? I messaged you the price.
Oh, did you? I didn't know what it was when I was making the video. I said it was around $200. That's what he told me.
1 second, it's important. Total is like here. I have Striker's teeth, and I have all the appointments. So we started 19th of June, and the last appointment was 23rd of July, and the total price is 4,100 hryvnias, that is $150.
Oh wow, okay, $150. I said 200 in the video I made today. But
okay.
But when I was in New Zealand to get this, I had this like snaggle tooth. It was like slowly like going vertical, and I was worried that if I was going to eat an apple in the future, I wouldn't have to bite down. I'd have to like smash it into my face, and that's how I would eat the apple. Anyway, so in New Zealand it was 10 grand. Then when I came here, I got some prices for it. It was $1,800 for the Invisaligns, and then they couldn't do it because I had my tooth didn't come out of the jaw. It's got a nerve around it, whatever. And then so Luba found this guy. It sounds so bad. He found this guy that would do it for $200. I said in the video today when I was making it at the park, it's like a conversation you'd have with a drunk guy at the pub. And he's like, I'll get that thing sorted for you. Just come around on Monday and I'll get it sorted. But but fair enough. It was about $200, and this is my tooth now.
Perfect. Striker, go back. It's enough.
Yeah, this one here. But anyway, moral of that story is that if you do want to get your teeth fixed, get them fixed. I saved like $9,830 or something like that.
Sorry, what? To fix yours?
Yeah, as opposed to like doing it back home.
The thing is that but the way we decided to do this dentistry, it was really like ridiculous. It was like I was shocked, and it was like some like we have a lot of adventures with Striker that we go through. Like it can be fun, it can not very fun, like a lot. Like everything we do is kind of
very fun. They're all fun. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that some of them weren't fun.
What I was supposed to say, I forgot. So we found the doctor, and she's like this was like drama. We went like to 10 different doctors because like of this wisdom tooth. It's not a video about your tooth, but I have to say this story. So it's like, and they said that he gonna be numb for forever, and he gonna not like, he will not feel his lips. He will like, it's gonna be so bad. And I was like, oh my God, like, and I have to babysit that. Like I have to, not like that. I worried, like, I just like was worried that he will feel bad. I will worry that he will like complain, of course, like what he will do. He will complain to me. And I was like, not that he has a lot of complaints, but about his tooth. You see how proud he is about that. So, and another doctor said that, take like a year and a half. And then all of a sudden I found this doctor, and I was very suspicious, but Striker said, yeah, I want to go. So when we came to this doctor, he was like, Striker, it was difficult for me to communicate with him because he's a difficult person. I will put it this way. And when we get out, like he said, yeah, Striker said, like, we heard everything, like, we like it. And then Striker said, when can we do it? Like, when can we? And he said, I can do it now. I don't. He even say, like, I don't care.
I'll just tell the story. Like, if you imagine like a tree, a big old tree that's been sitting there for 100 years. Imagine if he became a dentist. He would have the same personality of this dentist. When he was like trimming the bottom because it was hanging down, he was trimming it, and I was like, and he says, how's that? I looked at Luba. Luba's like, maybe a bit more. And I say, can I have a bit more taken off so it's like the same, height? And this is what he says. I don't care. He didn't care. I could have do anything. I don't care. So yeah, that's part of the experience.
But the thing is that, and I said, yeah, I can do it now. And like Striker was like, I felt like we're in Las Vegas, and like I thought that we're doing something wrong. And like it felt like, and I said, I'm sorry, can we get out for a second? I said, Striker, we need to go. So we get out, and he said, just let's do it. I said, like, Striker, it's your tooth, like it's important, like it's your health. And he said, do you think we should do it? I say, I kind of like think that it is cool, but I don't know. So when we it was like really like when we decided, I thought that I really felt like in Las Vegas. I would say that even, and so we get it, and like it's perfect, and like it's like really. It
was like we were getting like tongue piercings back in like 2005.
So about all that is possible, and also what I want to stop here, like now serious. I know that you like when we are funny, but this is serious. Honestly, guys, I care about all of you very much. I want you to be healthy. I want you to take care, and I know that a lot of people think, oh, doctors, no, I better not know anything. I better not find anything. So, I'm kind of like in between of the communication to make sure that I understand completely everything. Like, to be honest, my dream was to become a doctor, and I didn't. So now I need to like realize myself, and I need to know everything about the dentistry. I always like present when Terry did his tooth. I would always like watching like what, how many blood is there. So I'm very I'm passionate about that. But there's like a checkups for like men's health, for example, that you can do here in Ukraine. And I know that like when we have a request from the guys who want to do dentistry, I always ask them to do an X-ray. And I have here the guy who just messaged me recently, and I say, okay, to make how to say that, so I want you to send me your X-ray of your teeth, and I will show it to the doctor, and doctor will say how long approximately it can take. You want to do a veneers. Veneers here, like when he sent me the Google price for the veneers here and veneers like there, no, he sent me price for the veneers in America, and I told him how much it cost. Like he thought that I'm kidding. He can't imagine that it is true. And so he said that the closest appointment for the dentist to do X-ray, not even like appointment to do something, it's like 1st of September. So of course here you can do everything much faster. And if you like, there's a company, I will not say a lot about this, like when I know for sure I will let you know, but there's a company that if you come here with your American insurance, and they have a list of like maybe 20 different insurance companies, and if one of them is like yours, you can do treatment here in Ukraine, and your insurance gonna pay for that. But you don't have to wait in line. You don't have to wait for half a year to the ultrasound. So just keep it in mind. This service is available in Odessa, Kyiv, and Lviv. And but this should be like I know that there is a lot of American insurance company, but they work like with 20 or 30, I don't remember, so they can help with that. So don't worry. But if you want, we always can help you with a men's health checkup, all the diseases like liver, anything you need. It's very cheap, it's very affordable. I want you to take care of your health, and I want you to make like to get everything sorted here if possible. Because as Striker mentioned, we want you to explore Ukraine on many levels. And if some of you guys worry about like how the clinics look, is it clean? Is it like, I remember when we came with Terry to the clinics, and like he said, you know, my daughter was not born in like such a clean place, you know. So it was something like that. Like they were shocked. The quality is good. Like we had a guy who like with the diabetic, so it's like there's certain like that can be a little bit more harder, but something like that, some checkups, something that you want to check, you always can do it.
We try and take this like fully holistic approach of everything that we see that may be a problem or whatever. And don't forget, like Luba has worked in this industry for a long time, and Luba's told me many times about like her biggest fear is like having a guy like on one of the tours or whatever and dying of a heart attack or something, like, you know. And some of the medical dramas that she's told me with some of the guys, I just like I'm aghast about it. So the whole thing is like, look, you're looking for like a younger lady. Okay, if we sort of get down to the nuts and bolts of it, you're looking for a younger lady, and sometimes all it takes is like a checkup to say, hey, look, you may be pre-diabetic, or maybe there's like, you know, like a mole on your skin that we can just zap off or something like that. So it's all about like, if you're looking for like a relationship with a younger lady who's going to most likely be younger, 10 years younger, so she's got 10 years your junior, that you're healthy for her. So that's why we're saying these things too. We're not saying it because it's like cheap and fun to go and get a blood test. We're saying it because it's like, it's going to help you going forward in this relationship. If you're healthy, then she's going to be happy with you, I suppose. If you become sick and you become dependent on her at an early age in your life, I've seen and I've heard of in these stories in the past, it's not going to go well. So it's about being healthy. Like a lot of guys, when they come to us, it's like the classic line, isn't it? It's I'm 60 years old, but everyone says that I look like I'm 45 or something like that. Everyone looks younger than my age. Everybody always says this, and I even found like a biography that I wrote for one of these companies just randomly the other week, and I sent it to Luba. I also said the same thing as well. We all say those things, okay? We always say that I'm this age, but everyone says I look younger. So with the medical stuff, it's like try and keep the inside looking the same as the outside. That's pretty much what it's saying. So, but anyway, we can help you with that stuff. Anyway, let's move on. Unless you guys want to look at my teeth again. It's up to you. Type 1 for yes and 0 for no. Okay. So the next one, This one here is kind of a funny one, but maybe some people may think about this as well. See, we believe that in Ukraine that there is, how should we say it? There is a lot of opportunity to invest in, I believe, into property. One of our guys in Heart Rocket, he is looking to retire here. He is about 55 or something like that. And he's asked us to go around and look at some apartments for him. We said that we would do that. He wants us to make videos and send them to him. We've said that we will do it, but we will upload them to YouTube for other people to see. We won't identify him. He doesn't have to appear in the videos. He was, of course, happy with that. He doesn't really care. So we are going to be doing, we've got our, I think our first viewing for his dream apartment next week. So we're just going to take the camera around. We're going to do some videos. We'll show you what it's like. If anybody's interested in buying apartments in Ukraine, you definitely follow the channel. We may even put it on a different channel because it's just getting a bit blurry with everything that we kind of do. So we may put it on a different channel. But if anyone's interested in that sort of stuff, definitely follow that. So that's that. And the only thing I've got here is what the future.
Before you say that, I want to go back to the questions, okay, that I write down here. I will just read them. We can both answer, so you not feel left over. About apartment you said, about future we're gonna discuss. Yeah, it's kind of like when Striker, like when we got this request, like we was a bit like surprised that like we feel very privileged that the person like asked us to help them with the property. So we'll see. It's gonna be an interesting journey, but we definitely want to help as much as we can because we try to help with everything we can. And according to this, like that we're trying to help, like one of the guys say that don't just say that Ukraine was like has excellent doctors, interview the doctors. You know, to be honest, like we can, of course we can, but our channel is a little bit about different. And like if you have any like requests about like certain things, I definitely would answer all of them and I will help you. But I don't know, like maybe we should do the like medical channel as well, because not all of the guys interested in this kind of stuff. And like even the teeth videos like don't get as much views. Like we want to be helpful, but like if we will see that guys really need it, so it's not a problem. There are a lot of doctors who speaks English, and like one of the guys say that he went to the clinic in Mykolaiv, and it was like a stepping back into time from before I was born. Like unfortunately you just had a bad experience, so you probably got into the government clinic. The government clinic are really bad. Unfortunately, most of them are made for people who are like for older people, you know, for people who can't afford the like for good like help, because we don't have this insurance. Like people need to pay cash for everything, and so this is very sad. But trust me, the clinics, like we did a video, like you can go back to see the clinic. Like if you're talking about dentistry, just have a look at the clinics that we did with Terry like a couple of months ago, almost a year now. But anyway, so doctors, so.
I just want to answer this question here from Global Blood Story. He says, do the dentists wear see-through clothes? Yes.
It's Trackers, like they follow you. Not all of them. Guy was okay.
Yeah, thank God the guy wasn't wearing any see-through clothes.
So
the girls do. They wear 50% transparent pants with Crocs. I don't know why. It's like part of the uniform.
So Frank was asking about our trip to Belarus. Yes, we're still planning to, but we like because like we just don't know what is going on. Like we just don't know like when the guys will be fully travel. Like we have plans. We was planning to go like at the beginning of September, but now I have a client who is coming. Like I was helping him before, and I keep doing that because he's engaged with a lady, and they're almost like on the way to getting visa. So I need to help, and it depends on our availability. But we have this idea still, and we will go to Belarus together for sure. Like, but we don't know when yet.
Yeah, it's a bit sketchy there. A few people have asked like to show Ukraine. Like we quite often, like Luke and I, we have conversations about like content for the channel. Like, and one thing that we are dead against is like clickbait, girls with big tits on the, you know, like showing like, you know, themselves naked, bikinis and that sort of. Like we're very much against that, and we sometimes you know, we try and come up with ideas for videos and to try and keep it useful but also entertaining as well, because that's kind of like our thing, you know. So we thought about doing like going, and going into the city, going to see some tourist sites and doing some videos there. So I don't know if you guys want to see that sort of stuff. We can travel a little bit further out from Odessa, maybe go over to Kiev, just to show you guys what there is out there and incorporate it into useful videos as well. So we are trying to find what people are interested in. So definitely let us know what you would like to see, and we'll definitely take it into consideration. And if we can do it, we definitely will.
Stephanie, definitely seen me there. I was there. I was at that beach today. So Stefan even now locate me. So about the travel industry, what I want to say, because I'm very close to, I used to work in travel industry for like along the way with the dating. I was working like in different places, and travel industry is my passion as well. So, people start to explore Ukraine a lot, and we find out that we have a incredibly beautiful like pink lake. And like so many girls again, like taking pictures, of course. We have incredible canyon. It calls Aktovsky Canyon. We have rafting. We have incredible like a salty water. It's the same as the Dead Sea. So I'm planning to take Striker there to show him. So we do have a lot of stuff. People was always going to Europe. Everybody was going to see like some castles and etc. And now they really see the heritage of Ukraine, and a lot of people are just exploring Ukraine. And I a little bit disagree with Stefan that like no tourists this year. I like the beach is like not just packed, it's just full. The city center is full. It's not international. Like, no, I would not say that it's not international. Today I was walking at the beach and I've seen like three, I was going to stop them and ask, but I didn't want to. So it was like Western guys, three guys, like younger guys, they came to explore Ukraine. So there are tourists, maybe not as much as it usually is, but it is. The next question was, Queen was asking if he did a test in Canada, will it be valid in Ukraine? The answer is no. You can do a test for yourself. Like one of the guys who are coming next Monday, he did a test just to make sure that he's all right. Like he wants to do it for himself. You can do it, but you have to do test in Ukraine. And just 1 second, Striker, before you start talking. Just 1 second. Like,
I wasn't gonna say anything.
No. I'm sorry. And the guy was asking, like Don was asking, our AMC and Oxford Clinic are doing tests. So on one of our previous videos, just go back, we put a list of the laboratories that are applicable. So the laboratories that actually will get your result and will send it to the Ministry of Health. Because I think that nowadays everybody do the test. But it's like, will they send the result to the app? Will they send the result to the Ministry of Health? No. So you better check out with this list. And if you're coming through Odessa, Kharkov, Kiev, or Lviv, you can do it at the airport with no problem. And according to that, there was another question about if you, like it was from Comet, if you do test at the airport, are you still need app? Yes, you're coming, you're loading the app, then you do the test, and then the result of the test going back to the app, and you are out of the app. So how it works.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And according to that, I also want to answer one question about airport. Like one guy said that Odessa border is like the worst. Odessa now operate on a different terminal that is like same place almost, but it is brand new. It's not like, I agree that previous one was kind of shocking. I was ashamed, but nowadays.
Can I just add there? I saw a dog walking through, with the scanners out and you put your bags. I saw a dog walk through there one time and nobody cared. The dog was, I don't know where he was going to Belarus or something.
I had homeless dogs near that. I don't know, like I was parked my car and I was always like worried because I have a little bit of fear. And yes, so the airport looks much better now. No worries, you're gonna like it. Okay.
This one here from Mike, he says, how do you feel about investing $5,000 homes in the village without some utilities? Do you think there's much chance for village homes to appreciate in value? The answer is no. I mean, like at $5,000, even if it was, appreciating what you would consider to be an exponential rate, it's going to take a long time before that even gets to like $100,000 or something like that. But the funny thing is, when we're talking to one of our guys about property, because he wants to buy a place for himself, maybe some rental properties as well. And so we thought it would be interesting to go and see all these different places. And I said to Luba, what about if we go out to the village? What about if we go and like video out at the village and just put it on here as well, just to kind of show him. He's not going to buy it, but it would be interesting for you guys to see that. Or like, because you can buy apartments for like $6,000, but they're pretty fucking bad. But it would be interesting to go through it with a GoPro and, how do you flush the toilet? So I don't know. Interesting. So stay tuned, and maybe you'll see some of these old school villages that, and then you can decide whether you want to get.
Like my casting was some historical sites to visit in Ukraine. I put it in the course as well. We have a directory of places, so they're like we recommend stuff to visit all over Ukraine. Oh, like here's another question. Just 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. One guy asked like to show us airport and restaurants. I think we pretty much do it. It's like what we do. We had a lot of videos like at the places, but if you want, we will do even more. But yeah, life is open. Like, don't think that we are like lying. Everything is open. The waiters, like, they wear the mask like somewhere around. They should have it, but and they have the sanitizers on the table. But everything, like, there's no uncomfortable anything for the customers. So maybe it's uncomfortable definitely for the waiters to walk all day in a mask, but it's not
yeah, everything's pretty much open. They sort of punished the clubs, didn't they? Because they said social distancing at the clubs, and of course the clubs don't give a shit, and they just like loaded up the clubs as full as they would go. And then now they said 11 p.m. you have to shut, which basically means the clubs can't actually open. So I don't know how long it's going to last for. Maybe it's already finished. I don't know.
Kyle is aware of the toilets with no flush, hole in the ground. But I wanted to stop a little bit about the property that the guy say invest like 5,000. Unfortunately, like I have a story that my friend, like his grandmother died, and she was living in one of the houses, and it's kind of like quite nice place, and it has like a little house, and it has like, but there's no water, no light. She was living like a pretty, like, very, very poor life, and he was trying to sell it. But you need to understand that nobody, like, even in 100 years, I mean, nobody gonna put the water there or the power. Nobody care. Like, you should do it. If you want to have a power there and electricity and water and heat and everything, you should invest in that. But it's not that you just invest. Like, it can be, this water was not anywhere around. So if you do it for the kind of like for the whole village. So yes, it sounds like very seductive, like you pay 5,000 only for a house. But I mean, if you just want to do like and get your zen, like there, like from time to time, and like just bring your water with you or something, of course it's possible. But if you expect that, this area will be developed, probably not. So I would,
if you go and buy like a village house and you move out there and you just live off like the water that you have to get out of the ground and stuff like that, you will be known in that little village as the Westerner, the foreigner that's here. But if you put services to your house, which would go to all the other places, you will become the mayor of that town. And everybody will love you as the foreigner that came there and saved the local town. But when it comes to doing that, I probably wouldn't invest $5,000 in that. And the thing is too, is also with property here, is like as a foreigner, you're not going to be able to get like a bank loan or anything like that. Not that you'd want one anyway. So you have to come here with cash, and you're going to have to buy any property, apartment, house, whatever, with cash anyway. But the good thing about Ukraine is it's got a pretty low entry point when it comes into property, which is very appealing to everyone. So if you're
in Europe, like my friend, she's in New Zealand. She moved there, and she said that they're trying to rent a place, and like she said that we can't get into the viewings, like we can't get like it's so like it's always busy and packed. Like here, it's much more chill to do it, and it's easier. But like the guy say about the solar, of course, I mean, it's the topic for the different video, but of course, like there are some options, but it depends like where it is and how it is and etc. So don't think that your investment of 5,000 gonna stay there, like gonna end on that amount.
Okay, so that's pretty much it for today. So we'll just catch up with you guys. Really, we're bored. We're bored. We just want to see you guys. That's all.
Guys, just like we will take another maybe like 3-4 minutes. If some of the questions were missed, because I was trying to keep a track on them, but if something were missed, just let us know, and we're gonna answer quickly. So if some of you are planning to come to Ukraine anytime soon or not soon and want to talk to us, you're welcome. Like, we will be more than happy to have a call. Like, you just go to our website, that is hardturkey.com, and just book it there, and we will be happy to see you. Yeah,
for sure. Look, we're always like the concept of Heart Rocket was always like this fluid idea. It was never like, this is what we're doing and this is what it is. It was this idea. It was like this kind of like a few different ideas. And I think that's what's good about Luba, is like she brings her Ukrainian side and I bring my western side. And we try and create something that just helps people. So if there's anything that you think is interesting or something that you want to know about or anything like that, just let us know. We're very open to explore new ideas, and because we love doing this. Like, we love running around with the camera and just kind of, I guess, being a bit silly. And I love seeing new sites. So for me, it's kind of like a dream job, even though we don't really make a lot of money out of it. We do have some guys in Harrogate, but we're not making a hell of a lot of money out of it. But the love of actually doing it and meeting you guys and talking to you guys is definitely worth the work that we put into the channel and all that stuff. So for that, I thank you guys for all of your support since the very start.
Yeah, we really like all we do. Like, I really enjoy helping you and seeing that, you know, something that we say is really eye-opener, and we try to be as best as we can for you. If somebody's seen our latest videos with a little bit different perspective, like, tell us if you like them, like our Titanic one.
Of course they love it. It's brilliant. It's it's art. It's art to win an award.
For one comment, and I can't find it. Just 1 second, sorry. Stay tuned. So maybe just make a little conclusion again about the heart rocket, like for the guys who maybe just joined, just quickly.
Okay, so basically, Heart Rocket, we help you to understand the dating industry, the mentality of Ukrainian women. We give you all the advice from my experience of dating over in Ukraine, having a couple of girlfriends over there that didn't work out, and what I learned from those particular relationships. Also using these dating agencies and what actually really goes on. Lou's experience with working for these large agencies, like these large, the main ones that you're probably thinking about, putting it all together so that you have the power to make the right decisions and support you all the way through, with the resources of legitimate agencies that you can contact, and we will back you up and nothing bad will happen. Hopefully, you're going to be educated, so you'll be watching out for it anyway, but we'll do our best to make sure that you have a great experience and that everything goes well for you. That's it. Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, and put your like. Thank you guys for all your support. Striker, how is about GoPro tour in a car? Easy, anything for you.
What's that? A GoPro tour?
Striker, Rich said, Striker, how about a GoPro tour in a car? Like if we go, like I drive and you just show around with the GoPro.
Sure. I mean, we have recently come into the possession of a GoPro camera, so I'm sure. Stay tuned.
Everybody say that we do the live videos, guys. Thank you. Are we? Like the guy said, at least twice a month.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, we just in summer it's a little bit more difficult because it's just really good here. And
what Luba is saying is, like, when the lockdown was happening, we had nothing to do. Now, clearly, Luba has things to do on the weekend. Like, look at the tan on her face. Clearly, she has things to do.
And Sunday. It's Sunday.
It's not natural pigmentation of her skin. She's been at the beach all weekend. But we do love doing these videos anyway, and we appreciate you guys calling in and checking in, and anything we can do to help, you just let us know. But that's it for us now. And I guess see you guys next time.
Announce when we're going to be. We're not promised like that we will be next Sunday, but we definitely will. And if there is a topic that you want us to cover, like maybe you can give us ideas what is interesting for you, we definitely will. Just message us. Also on our website, it's available to contact us. So like we don't really do the email anymore. So you just go through the, how to say that, contacting form.
Yeah, just go to the website, click contact, Skype us.
Guys, thank you so much. If we didn't answer something, really sorry about that. Maybe just put them down below this video in the comments, and we will try to answer.
All right, cool. See you guys next time.
See you next time.